welcome to today's doubleheader. And the final matchup tonight, we welcome in the Sea Devils, who are 16-1 overall, 14-1 in Region 10 play, with the most recent loss at Lewisburg, 84-76. I'm Petey Norris, carrying your play-by-play, and my color analyst, Craig Green. Craig, round two of the top two teams in Region 10 play. Welcome to JCC.
And good to be back here for second part of today's doubleheader. Just 20 seconds before we get our national anthem starting lineups going here. Cape Fear, a big test for the Jaguars today. They're going to have to be at their best to take down the Sea Devils this afternoon.
You know, it's not going to be an easy task for Coach G on this February stormy weather outside, as the storm blew through here in the first game of the boys action by defeating the Jaguars 114-54. We're going to go ahead and go to our PA announcers with the national anthem and the starting lineups. We'll go with the starting lineups.
Anderson. Number 1, Jayla Anderson. Number 2, JC Bowden. Number 24, Sierra Sims. Number 31, Kelly Holmgren. Their coach, Taylor Todd Williams, assisted by Ayana Cotton. All right, JCC, make some noise for your starters. Number 3, Zanaya C. Bagger. Number 5, Melanie Patterson. Number 12, Niley White. Number 24, Elena Randolph. Number 30, Maya Smith.
That's going to be the difference today, how Maya Smith pounds down low with the bigs from Cape Fear, as Kelly Holmgren is the big body down low for the Sea Devils. Sea Devils on the court, black jerseys, Cape Fear across their chest, white numbers trimmed in silver. Jaguars in their home jerseys, gray with Jaguars across their chest. Maya Smith will be jumping up against Sierra Sims. Does Sims have what it takes to get the first possession for the Sea Devils? And the Sea Devils gain control with Jayla Henderson. Kicks it off right to her point guard. It'll come down, calling the play, working right side of the perimeter, and Holmgren will pull it back out to McDonald as Bolden drives. Kicks it 3 on the way by Holmgren, and it's nothing but nylon. Just like that, we got a 3-0 game, Craig.
She looked comfortable taking that shot from the wing. Kelly Holmgren against the defense was able to get around that shot. Vision wasn't blocked well enough, and it swished right in the bucket. 3-0 for Cape Fear. And I like that pass by Randolph inside, trying to find Nalia White, cutting to the basket. Good idea. Looks like it was deflected out by a Sea Devil, so it's going to stay with JCC. But for them today, PD, inside-outside game. Maya Smith, Melanie Patterson, the M&Ms. Can they make it sweet here at the Richard B?
Baggard misses the first 3 attempted by the Jaguars, and it's Maya Smith down low, fights for the offensive board, and the Jaguars trail by 1.
And just like you said, PD, Maya Smith, a key factor in today's game. Can she crash the boards and keep Sierra Sims off of them?
Bolden over to Henderson. Henderson drives, puts up a runner off the mark, and right there, J.C. Bolden. She misses the easy bunny. Patterson ahead to White. White back to Patterson underneath. 8:43 left. Thagard steps into the three, and it's no good. And Thagard 0 for 2, hauling down the rebound is Little. Little ahead to Sims, and Sims off the left side. It's 5-2. 8:28 left as Randolph slowly brings the ball up the court. Thagard looking for separation, drives and falls to the floor, and it's off of the Jaguars, out of bounds. Thank everybody for tuning in on the High Level Media, NC.com, and also on your Jaguar Sports Network. PD Norris, Craig Green bringing you coverage on this Super Bowl Sunday. Tipped off at 3 o'clock. First game was tipped off at 1 o'clock. Jaguars were defeated by Davis and Davy, the number 2 team in the country, by 60. As Bolden goes baseline, reverse layup. It's textbook, but it didn't fall, but Patterson with a rebound. Leilani Patterson, who has had a great second half of the season for the Jaguars, and Bolden gets the pass. 7:46 left, 5-2. Like I said in a pregame, that Cape Fear suffered their first loss to Lewisburg, and Sierra Sims picks up her 4th point.
Sims 2 for 2. Maya Smith didn't have good position to defend her there, so relatively easy basket by Sims.
Right off the Thagard, and Thagard falling. Was great defense by Little. Some of the Storm players still here from the earlier game. Nice crowd on hand here in the first quarter as Jaguars trying to get the ball inbound. It's off of Sea Devil, out of bounds. Leilani Patterson at 3-quarter court. Looks to come into play to Randolph, and Randolph holds as she looks at the offensive set. Right side is Smith with the screen for Patterson as she rolls around it, as she meets Kelly Holmgren. And White, and it's a shot clock violation, Jaguars.
It's good defense by the Sea Devils to force Patterson to have to pick up her dribble, lose the basketball, and then have to scramble trying to find Nalia White, who couldn't handle the pass. It was a little too low, and a shot clock violation for JCC.
Kelly Holmgren's got a built like Chet Holmgren. I wonder if she's coming in from Minneapolis to play junior college basketball down at the waterfront at Cape Fear Community College. 7-2, just tuning in to Jaguars.
Holmgren
Lost the first tip, and Holmgren with the steal, and ahead to Little, and Little with textbook layup. 9-2, Coach Z calls a timeout. She's not liking what she's seeing. Craig, we're going to stay right here. 9-2 first quarter. And, 6:31 left. Jaguars starting off flat as Zanaya Thagard's 0 for 2 from 3 so far. White hasn't seen the ball on the offensive side. It's all, it's just Maya Smith. They need to get the ball down the low to Maya Smith. But I tell you, the great defense by Kelly Holmgren is not letting the ball enter the blocks.
And I know they realize that Maya Smith is one of the key elements for the Jaguars to have success offensively. So denying her the basketball and crowding her when she does get her hands on it, it's a strategy that can end up being a winning one. Right now, 9-2 in favor of the Sea Devils. They forced 4 turnovers against JCC, and JCC only shooting 1 of 3 from the field.
Sierra Sims, great defense down low for the Sea Devils. As she is not letting all but 2 points come for the Jaguars. And the Jaguars will come to the court with the ball. Come out at the timeout.
Looking at Cape Fear, PD, they got some long players. Holmgren's is long. You've also got Sims, who's very long. Long arms and able to really stretch the floor and defend. And also even Kari Little, 0 out there. She's got a long wingspan. Can really cause some problems for these Jags players.
Ball's off Chisholm. Come into White. White straight to the hole and kicks it. It's a turnover. Here come the Sea Devils on offense as Bolden J.C. Bolden goes up and it's lost as she went up, and Z Thagard dribbles right off her foot. I tell you, Elena Randolph was right there at the right position for J.C. Bolden as she went up to not draw the foul, and Bolden lost it as she went up. And Bolden gets it again and drives straight to the hole with a nice little Euro step, and she is headed to the line.
Randolph, the guilty party for creating the contact.
That's our first whistle today. Got a Super Bowl kicking off at 6:30. I know you guys are all pre-gaming it right now. We're pre-gaming right here in Johnston Community College on JCC Jaguars Sports Network as J.C. Bolden makes the first free throw for the first trip for the Sea Devils.
Speaking of pregame, I wouldn't mind if those folks from Domino's who walked in over here accidentally dropped a pizza at our table.
Bolden keeps it at 100%. 11-2, 6:02 left. Back out Randolph for three. They don't want her to get hot, but typically she gets hot in the second half. It's Chisholm. Three is off the mark, and here come the Jaguars on offense. It's amazing to watch J.C. Bolden, point guard for the Sea Devils, with her two fingers taped together on her right hand, still flawless in playing. And a turnover. Picking up the foul is Kelly Holmgren. 11-2, first quarter from the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium.
Mentioned the tape on the fingers. You know, sometimes that's a good luck thing. Sometimes that's, you know, maybe nursing a little injury, maybe where their fingers got jammed. But everybody's different. They've all got their own reasons. But I'll be paying attention to see how she handles the basketball too, PD, with that tape on her fingers, as both free throws missed by Patterson. Rebound goes down to Chisholm.
5:08 left, first quarter, midway through. Jaguars, nice pass as Sierra Sims cut through the paint. Jaguars ahead to White. White driving, putting the body on Bolden, and Jaguars.
1 and out.
Holmgren for a second three, and it's off the mark, and we travel. Nope. They call it travel. Eleven to 2. And checking him back in the game is Little. She checks in for Sierra Sims.
Got to find something that's going to work offensively. It's 11-2 halfway through the first quarter. No real signs of life here. 6 turnovers as well.
Jaguars just playing 1-2 punches. Work down low, and that's the second basket and the second opportunity for Smith. And Smith with 4 points. The Jaguars trail 11-4.
It seems to be the plan now, is to find Maya down low. Took them about 17 or 18 seconds to find her, but once they did, she was able to execute. And now a travel by Kari Little. So turnover number 4 for the Sea Devils. Can the Jaguars come down, get a bucket, make them pay for that turnover? That's going to be the name of the game. Take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. As a foul on the sideline. Correction, ball just out of bounds. Oh, they will call a foul. This one is on Chisholm. That will be her first. Team's second foul. So inbounding the ball now, Melanie Patterson. 20 on the shot clock for the Jags. And Kayla Bell coming in. She'll replace Zanaya Thagard. So a nice full gym here today, Petey, to see this game. And nearly a steal. Good job, Randolph. Randolph for three. A three for JCC as Elena Randolph knocks it down. Release rotation splash.
And that's exactly what the Jaguars needed right there. Like I said, you don't want Randolph to get hot.
And now Holmgren being harassed.
It's 11-7.
Chisholm went up, couldn't get it to go, and rebounded by Elena Randolph. So Jaguars looking to take advantage of a second consecutive empty possession by the Sea Devils.
Patterson. And the Jaguars on a 7-0 run.
Fighting back. 3 straight baskets. Now can you continue this commitment to defense?
Bolden drives baseline. Defense collapses and she goes up and misses the easy bunny. Jaguars with a chance to take their first lead. Within 1 possession, 11-9. White looking for Kayla Bell. And back to Randolph, and Randolph to White as she flashes through the paint. White travels.
Yeah. Nolly is saying she was bumped on the way up, should have been able to continue her dribble, but nevertheless, turnover number 7 for JCC. Now Little trying to find down low J.C. Bolden, but the pass was too long. It results in the 5th turnover for the Sea Devils. So Jaguars coming back across with a chance to take the lead again or to tie this game.
Multiple opportunities on a 7-0 run.
Sea Devils are chasing Zanaya Thagard off the 3-point line.
Nice move by Randolph to go baseline, and we're tied at 11.
She gave a little mini Euro step on the baseline and was able to get around the defender and score. We are level at 11. Good fight by JCC.
That's the best move I've seen Randolph do in a while. She wasn't scared to take it.
Another turnover, PD. The Sea Devils right now, a little salty right now. They can't get it together. This is a team that just lost their first game a few days ago. And right now they seem like they're primed for the picking for loss number 2 back-to-back. But the Jaguars have to be ready and play with passion and conviction to make this thing happen today.
A lot of clean basketball so far. Jaguars fell down 11-2. Been on a 9-2 run since the 5-minute mark, and they had a chance to take their first lead on a Z. Thagard, 3, but it come up short.
And number 3, 0 for 3 right now from long range.
Where the Bolden is, oh look. 20 on the shot clock. Bolden to Sims. Sims looking. Back left side to Bolden. Bolden steps back 3 on the way. 2 flat off the bottom of the backboard and right in the hands of Patterson. Jaguars with the chance to close out the first quarter with a lead. Daggers. Nice block by Little, and here comes Little in offense to Sims. Sims quiets the crowd, taking a 13-11 lead.
And that was the defense to offense that led to that. And yeah, Bolden again, good job to play defense. And here they come, the Sea Devils once again.
Bolden with a textbook layup, 15-11.
No shot clock for the Jaguars, Speedy. They can run this thing all the way down, pick their spot, and take the last shot of the first quarter.
Be a foul. Picking up the foul is going to be on Sierra Sims as White will check in for Kayla Bell.
I didn't think it was wise that time for Patterson to dribble directly into the defender, but she was able to draw contact and draw a foul by doing it. I thought, you know, sometimes we see the whistle be picked up here, just kind of letting contact be what it is, and there's a bad turnover there. Inbounds pass just a little too long.
11 seconds left, no defense for the Jaguars to put pressure on the ball as Bolden crosses the timeline with 8 on the clock. Goes high post to Little. Little curls around and a layup, and it's a 6-0 run in the first quarter, 17-11 at the end of one. Sea Devils bounce back from the 7-0 run by the Jaguars to take a 6-0 run, leading into the second quarter. We'll be right back.
When connection has never been more important. But there is something we can do. Embrace our older loved ones through StoryCorps Connect. With StoryCorps Connect, you can honor seniors remotely with an interview about their life. Every interview will be archived at the Library of Congress, becoming part of American history, so that years from now, future generations can listen in.
All right, Grandpa, what's one piece of advice you have for me?
Just 3 words, sweetheart. Live with courage.
The man that had the best stories still has plenty of stories to tell. So connect virtually and share the conversation of a lifetime at StoryCorpsConnect.org/AARP. Connect, honor, share. StoryCorps Connect. A message from AARP, StoryCorps, and the Ad Council.
After leading 11-2, the Jaguars went on a 7-0 run, knotted it at 11. Since then, the Sea Devils have went on a 6-0 run to end the first quarter. Craig, the Jaguars showed spark there to end the first quarter to tie it at 11.
They did have a little spark behind them, but again, they let the Sea Devils score 6 straight points to push their lead back up to 6. So coming out of the second quarter break, we got Coach Z over here lining things up, getting the Jaguars ready, coming up with a game plan. But, you know, with the Sea Devils here, I mean, I think they're ripe for the picking. Gonna have to slow the game down, continue to crash the boards. Maya Smith doing a really good job on the boards right now, Petey. She's up to 5 rebounds. Melanie Patterson has 3. And right now they lead the rebounding edge 9-7, but down on the scoreboard by 6.
Right off to White, left side. Nice pass into White. White drives, kicks it to the Melanie Patterson for 3. The bank is closed here on Sunday and staggered. Gets a long rebound. Jaguars set up a new offensive scheme. Staggered, step back 3 from the left wing. Kiss off the glass, and here come Sierra Sims ahead to White, Little, and Little almost went too far, but she's able to put up the easy shot, 19-11. White going down low to Smith, and
dangerous pass, but you can see Maya looking at Nalia saying, I see you, good look. But way too many Sea Devil hands in the way for that pass to find Maya Smith underneath.
Patterson coming into White with 18 on the shot clock. Thagger trying to get separation on Henderson.
Good defense by Henderson, pushing her all the way back outside of her range.
Randolph's guarded tightly by Prism. Smith, you in that area, you need to go straight up with the shot clock. Not paying attention, that's a second shot clock violation for the Jaguars. Just like the other day in the men's game, Jaguars against Catawba Valley had 5 shot clock violations. The ladies have 2 today against Cape Fear.
And 10 turnovers. I mean, they've almost matched the amount of points on the board with the amount of turnovers they've had. They'd be in a better position if they could protect the basketball. Look at Melanie Patterson.
Stepping right into passing lane and going up off the right side, and the Jaguars getting the first bucket of the quarter.
Got to steal possessions any way you can. You know, we hear that talk in football a lot, Petey. Stealing possessions, controlling the clock, you know, managing the game. That's what the Jaguars need to do here.
Nice look by Little, top of the key off the back of the iron, and right there to pull it back down is the big body of Sierra Sims. It's 21-13, back to an 8-point lead, Sea Devils.
Yeah, Sierra got big down low, boxed out, made herself look bigger than she actually is.
Thagard for 3, and it rattles through the rim. And the Jaguars get their first 3 today second 3 of the night today.
Yeah, they're 2 of 8 right now from long range.
Got Randolph and Thagard, the 2 front court players for the Jaguars. Smith turns it back over and going up. The Sea Devils extend the lead 23-16.
got to catch the ball cleanly. I mean, when you're fumbling it around there, I know it gets wet sometimes with sweat, but got to work on your handle if you want to protect the basketball.
Smith's baseline was cut off. They pull it back out. 3 by Z, and no. And Patterson with the putback, and she is fouled by Sierra Sims.
And good awareness by Patterson, crashing the boards, keeping the possession alive, drawing that foul call. And Desire Thompson coming in now. And Maya Smith will take a seat. Maya Smith 4 points in the first quarter to go along with 5 rebounds.
Free throw rattles home for the Jags. 23-17, 6-point advantage, Sea Devils. Jaguars trailed by as many as 9. They've had 1 tie. They trail by 6 at the current moment. 7:19 left. Bolden goes high post to Sims. Sims was looking for Little, but she was stripped from behind. Bolden inside to Sims. Sims bodies down and draws the foul.
And Neilani will draw that foul. But, man, that was so close for Nalia White. Her awareness and that was such a great play by her, but she just couldn't finish it, unfortunately, and that's what led to the foul call.
7:07 left, 6-point lead.
Dare I say, Petey, we have a bigger crowd here for the 3 o'clock game than we did for the first game.
As Sims misses. Misses first free throw and rolls out for the second. But pulling down the rebound was Little, and Little goes back up and misses, stays right with it, and it's Jaguars ball. Whistle was swallowed until the ball fell out of bounds, and then they had to pick it up.
What led to that, though, was missed free throws. Got to make your free throws. Nobody's guarding you. You're standing all by yourself.
Thacker wanted to pull the long range, but saw Sierra Sims coming over. White with 5 on the shot clock. Jaguars need to move. Desperation 3, and it does not fall. Doesn't hit the rim. Reset the shot clock, and here come the Sea Devils. Little, and she dribbles off her foot. And there's no backcourt. Not sure why that wasn't backcourt.
Referee thought it was deflected.
And she travels and she drops her shoulder. And that was Jayla Henderson with the turnover.
That could also be called ball don't lie, Petey. As
Makeup call could have been an end. As Holmgren, Kelly Holmgren will check in. The shot clock never started. They'll most likely put the shot clock at 25. They'll move it to 26. Both team fouls, 1 apiece. Jaguars trailed in the first quarter by as many as 9. They tied it with right at the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. And the Sea Devils put on a 6-0 run to end the quarter and take a 17-11 lead after 1.
Zanaya Thacker, 1 of 9 from 3-point range. She's struggling right now.
Got away with the travel in the paint. Looked like she picked up that pivot put from my point of view. And here come the Jaguars with an opportunity to close within 2 possessions. And the bank is not open for Elena Randolph. As Sea Devils pushing it in front court, switching hands and going up. Textbook style, puts you up by 8.
Chisholm doing it all. Got the rebound, looked down, was able to assess the defense, slice and dice her way to the basket.
White crossover to the top of the key and loses it. It was punched out by a Sea Devil, and they push it ahead to Bolden. It's 10-point lead.
Way too many easy buckets. Coach Z's got to change something here. We've got
you see Kayla Bell checking in the next dead ball.
Exactly.
A 10-6 run in the quarter.
Almost a carry there by Randolph.
Jaguars with opportunity after opportunity and turns it over as it rolls off of the sideline. Got a media timeout, 4:42 left, 27-17. Caleb Bell checking in along with Sierra Sims after the break.
Need help planning your next sporting event? Sit back and relax. Event Management has got you covered. Whether a charity call, fundraiser, a preseason showcase, or a regular season game day operation, let Sit Back and Relax handle the details. Single game, tournament, and full season event planning and logistics services available. No matter how big or small, SBR has you covered. Just sit back and relax while the professionals at Sit Back and Relax take care of the rest. Visit SBRNC.com or call 919-264-8418 to get started.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find.
Sea Devils control the waves, 27-17 over the Jaguars. 4:42 left. Jaguars outscored this quarter 10-6. Jaguars on defense, coming out after the media timeout. Sierra Sims, high post, putting it on floor, going to Holmgren on the left side. Holmgren backdoor cut by Sims and is stolen by Patterson. Patterson with numbers ahead, stops, puts up a runner, falls and in. Took the breath right out of my lungs. The Jaguars within 8.
Yeah, Patterson right now the best player on the floor for the Jags. I mean, she's doing it all, defense and offense. Rebounding as well.
Nice move to the basket. Coming out with it is Randolph. 1-on-2. Gets a throw to the midcourt, and here come the Sea Devils. Sims, kiss off the glass. No, staying right with it, and it's off of the Jaguars. Nice block recovery on defense by the Sea Devils. And they catch themselves going in the front court and out of bounds. Jaguars on defense, trailing by 8.
And back on this end, good job by Caleb Bell to knock that ball away and not to let Sims catch it cleanly underneath.
Nice pass inside, and they pull it back out. And Little to the cup. No, and fighting Sims coming out with it over Milani Patterson. Sims with another opportunity. Left-handed shot, no good. And Jaguars picking up the foul is going to be on Thompson. That's a team's second, her first personal. 27-19. As I see McLean walking across the court over there with that pizza, Craig, my mouth just continues to run here.
Makes me wish Justice Food Truck was out there right now.
Any kind of food truck out there for some fat guys on the sideline. Going 50%. Correction, going 100% back to a 10-point lead.
By the way, I identify as pleasantly plump.
Correct. Pleasantly plump broadcasters. Patterson with a runner. That's our 4th straight point, and it's 21-29.
And that bucket was pleasantly placed into the peach basket by Milani Patterson.
Nice stab, dribble, and take to the hole, and unable, but Sierra Sims. The Jaguars need to control her if they plan on getting a win today, 31-21, back to a 10-point lead.
No, Sims is killing them on the boards.
Patterson whips it left side to Thagard. Thagard looking for a screen and goes inside to Patterson, and Patterson hovering that right ankle. She comes up inside to Sims, all alone. And Sims continues to climb. It's 33-21, 12-point lead. Coach Z says, you ain't happening on my watch. I got to call a timeout, Craig, as it's 33-21, biggest lead. Jaguars tied it with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, but have not seen the other side of the goal yet.
It's been utter domination here in the second quarter. I mean, you know, the bright spot right now for the Jaguars, Melanie Patterson, 7 points in the second quarter. But, I mean, really it's just the well-oiled machine of Cape Fear doing their dirty work. I mean, they've done a lot better job on the rebounding edge. I mean, they're fighting through the turnovers that they've created on their own and have executed better.
16-6 run here in the second quarter by the Sea Devils. They've got a 12-point lead with 2:37 left. Just 10 minutes ago, we were tied at 11.
And it goes to show you that basketball is a game of runs, and also the team that plays the most consistent will have the least amount of trouble to navigate as the game progresses. Right now, Jaguars find themselves down 12 because they haven't been potent enough offensively.
Jaguars hit a wall there to start the second quarter. Randolph for three, and it's good.
That one looked great coming off of Randolph's hand. I thought it might have been off the bank and in, but I thought it was going in regardless. Got to close out on these shooters a little closer. There's too much space between a Jaguar and a Sea Devil right now.
Bolden trying to cross her man up and gives it to Sims. And Sims says, I'll put it up, but trying to get offensive board as she comes out with the steal. Holmgren bodies down, kiss off the glass, and Jaguars could not come out on a stop. And we have a Sea Devil and a Jaguar tied up. And it's going to be Sea Devils ball. Yes. Not sure where the official is calling it in at. Holmgren will come out in front of the Jaguars bench.
So an illegal screen which was called on Jayla Henderson.
White will check in for the Jaguars. She'll check in for Elena Randolph.
It's an important time right now for Nalia White to find her groove. She's been fighting hard, working hard, just not executing at her best. I want to see what she can do when she gets the ball in her hands. Has a little space between her and the defender. Because she can drive to the bucket and she can shoot from long range. We've seen it.
Kayla Bell's shot is too hard, too high off the glass, and here comes Little in offense. Splits the defenders, goes up off the left side, and it could not fall. Jaguars turn it over. Bolden drives, kiss off the glass, and we're going to end one. 35-24.
My goodness. Yeah, the rebound came down to Maya Smith. Maya was looking to outlet it to Nalia. Nalia wasn't expecting the pass. That's what led to the turnover. And again, 15 turnovers for the Jaguars right now, Petey. 15.
15, and you're down by 11.
That's the telltale factor of the game right there.
Had to get a quick word for Coach Z at halftime and see if that's something she's going to make adjustments at as they trail by 12. 11 turnovers, down by 12.
There's another one coming up.
Pass? The pass looked like she was pitching from the mound. Bolden shaking and baking in the paint and going up, and it's 38-24. Jaguars need to stop desperately. You don't want to go into halftime down by 16-20. Kayla Bell for three, brushes the iron and pulling down a rebound, a Sea Devil. Right away with a walk is going to Sierra Sims, and she just pushes it up. Three for Little, and you can count it.
That was such a confident stroke and shot by Kari Little. After Sims misses, they cleaned it up and created a second chance.
Like I said, Coach Z needs to call a timeout. I don't know what Thompson was doing. She gave it right to her D, sprint down the court. If I was the coach, she'd be out. 41-24, 16 seconds left. Jaguars trail by 17. Can the Jaguars track the Sea Devils down? On into the halftime with 5 seconds. Bell, one pass to Patterson for three, and it's She makes the bucket. 27 for the Jaguars. They trail by 14, 41 to 27 at the break. We're going to come right back here with stats, facts, and figures at halftime after word from our sponsors.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Both teams shooting 44% from the field, but the edge is the Sea Devils shooting 40% from three, and the Jaguars are shooting 25%. Jaguars being out-rebounded 22-17. And with 13 turnovers, the Sea Devils, Jaguars, 17 turnovers. And that's the big difference right there, Craig. The turnovers by the Jaguars, 17. And the biggest lead for the Sea Devils, 17, as it is 41-24. No other way but to say the difference is the turnovers.
Turnovers, and more turnovers. And it's so many empty possessions for JCC. Like we said, 17 of them right now. That equals the amount of rebounds they have in this game. That's not a good ratio whatsoever or a winning formula. And they went through a big lull in the second quarter after leveling the game at 11, being right in it at the end of the first quarter, down 16-11, 17-11. And they just had a completely disastrous second quarter, allowing the Sea Devils to score 24 points to their 16, so they fell even further behind, and now that's why we're sitting here at a 14-point deficit at the half.
41-27, Jaguars trail the Sea Devils. Craig, go ahead with individual stats through the first half.
For the Sea Devils, they were led in scoring by Sierra Sims. It was the Sierra Sims show, 14 points, 9 rebounds for the big girl, number 24, Sierra Sims. Also, J.C. Bolden added in 11 points as well, and Kari Little, 7 points, 7 rebounds for the Sea Devils. And the Jags were led in the first half by Melanie Patterson, 12.6 boards, followed by Elena Randolph with 8 points, and then Maya Smith, 4 points and 6 rebounds for herself.
41-27 at halftime. The Sea Devils lead by 14. We'll be right back here with start of the third quarter. No blood, no fouls. Let's go. Let's get this game going. Second half, Super Bowl Sunday from Johnston County Community College Sports Network. PD Doors, Craig Green here. Get ready to get started with the second half as Sea Devils are powering the Jaguars right here in Selma. Craig, through the first half, like we said, the Jaguars fought down, down by 11-2 in that first quarter. Within the first 8 minutes, it was sloppy basketball. Jaguars, the final 2 minutes, looked great. They tied it up, but then they fell at the end of the quarter, 17-11. And that quarter right there, coming in immediate timeout at the 4:43 mark, Jaguars faced their biggest deficit, 27-17. Since then, it's been a 14-10 run. Jaguars fighting back, but the final 2 minutes of that first quarter has been a dagger. You give up a 6-0 run to end the quarter. And, Jaguars catch themselves right now trailing 41-27. The horn will sound, and the official will hand the ball off to a Sea Devil, or to a Jaguar to start the second half. Craig, let's see if we see no blood, no foul, no call. Let's go home and watch the Super Bowl. I want to see anybody win but Taylor Swift.
Hey, I don't have a dog in the fight, but just wearing my analyst hat, I've got the 49ers. I just think, like I said, their defense is the best unit on the field. Their rush offense, pretty hard to handle. Kansas City is like 21st in the league at stopping the run. Recipe for disaster for Mahomes and company.
Holmgren misses the first baby hook from the left side. But I tell you, I thought Tom Brady was in the Super Bowl. 41-27 here in Johnston County. Third quarter action. Jaguars trapped off with 19 on the shot clock. And Randolph drives, wraps around the rim, and Melanie Patterson picks up the long rebound, and White says, I'll travel myself.
18 turnovers for the Jags. Not good. So referees they're trying to figure out if that's the correct basketball. Tell you what, I've seen some things here in college basketball this season and last season. I saw a player get kicked out of a game. I saw a spectator get kicked out of a game for cursing in the church. I've never seen the game stop for, is this the right basketball?
I guess it is the right basketball. As both teams missed a shot, they figure it might be the ball. No, it's not the ball. It's a skill set. Let's go. Holmgren back inside. 4 footers off the mark. A lot of slapping and bottoming, and I tell you, Sierra Sims gets the old-fashioned and one opportunity, 43-27. And with the foul, it was going to be on Melanie Patterson.
And with that bucket and rebound, PD, that gives Sierra Sims a double-double on the game. She's at 16 points and 10 boards.
Misses the opportunity, and Patterson pulls down a rebound off the foul.
Patterson also hovering around her own double-double. So she's got 12 points and 8 rebounds right now.
And Bolden steals it from Randolph and goes up off the right side, 45-27.
Can't have empty possessions here if you're trying to make a comeback. Can't start slow, can't bookend these quarters with bad play, making up for it in the middle, and then having another bad quarter.
Patterson with a runner. The Jaguars get on in the second half. 45-29, 16-point lead. Immediate timeout, 8:24 left. Coach Williams is heated with the ladies. For the Sea Devils, they trail. They lead 45-29, Craig. They come out, 4-0 run, gave up the easy bucket, turned the ball over, and they still lead by 16.
They're able to weather the storm. Their mistakes are not, they're not being punished for their own mistakes. When the Jaguars force a turnover on the Sea Devils, they've come down and had an empty possession themselves, so they haven't been able to really make up any of the deficit. But that's what Coach Z is over there trying to do now. She's over there motivating the troops, She's getting everybody ready. She's kind of digging in everyone in here. And you can see she's being she's being really, she's really emphasizing and really being, I won't say animated, but I was picking up the nonverbals from over here. And you can tell that this one, she feels like it's not too far off. Just quit making all these mistakes. Crashing the boards just fine. Quit turning the basketball over.
45-29, 8:23 left. Bolden with a nice pace coming up the court. Looking high post to Holmgren. Holmgren back to Bolden. Back inside. Left-handed baby hook. Does not connect for Bolden as Bolden will search. This is off of the Sea Devils.
Holmgren's hook shot was just a little short. And
she's 0 for 2 here in the second half.
Yeah, she's 1 of 4 on the game. Hit the 3 to get us started. That's all Holmgren's done since then.
Nice pass to Smith, and it's out of bounds. Will be Jaguars ball.
Sims prevented a clean catch of the pass. But now 16 on the shot clock. Who's going to catch the ball from the inbounds here? Looks like she's looking for Randolph, but she'll find Thagard in the corner.
Randolph the driving and stripped. Here comes Sims in offense. Sims, you tell she's definitely not a point guard, just about lost it herself. And they go down low to Little, and Little gets the Sea Devils started after the timeout, back to an 18-point lead.
And give the assist to Demaya Chrism on that one. Saw Little down low, able to find her. Now Jaguars need to move the basketball here. They're stuck on the perimeter.
Little great defense on Patterson. And Patterson gets the ball back, and Patterson with another offensive board to kiss off the glass. Back within 16.
And that right there will give Melanie Patterson the double-double herself. 14 points.
Chrism flashing out, but right to the hole is Little.
Good scoop under and under, kind of wild, but Kari Little got it to fall. Pretty shot.
Back to an 18-point lead. Randolph to White. White driving, kicking it to the corner. 3-5 by Patterson is good.
Melanie dared to dream there with the defender in her face. No fear whatsoever. Got it to go.
No fear against Cape Fear. Sims with the and one. As Smith with a blocking foul.
Yeah, Sierra Sims has been a lot to handle today for JCC. They have had no answers for her. I mean, the first thing you would want to do is try to post up behind her, not let her get to the rim. But she's too quick, she's too long, she's too skilled, too talented.
Misses the free throw for the and one. Having switcher issues here. We get it back up.
And welcome to the game.
51-36.
Welcome to the game, Nalia White. First rebound, first points of the game. Matter of fact, only her second shot attempt. And you can hear the crowd, PD, trying to cheer the Jaguars on. Remember, we've talked about that in the past. You know, how this gym can make a difference by motivating their players to be great.
Bolden missing the runner. Rebound, and she fights back and gets a turnover. Bolden hits the floor. Randolph looking ahead. No one there, but stops. Trailing with Smith, and the pass is stolen. Here come the Sea Devils. Chisholm crosses over. Splits the defenders, fighting for it. Patterson to White. Wow. Jaguars fighting. White spins in the paint, throws it up, and is blocked. And picking up the foul is Kelly Holmgren.
You can hear the crowd. They appreciate the hard work by the Jaguars here. I mean, again, not really able to knock this lead down any further from double digits, but they're still working hard, fighting hard, and they're making the Sea Devils work for everything they get. Now another foul call. This time it's going to go against Bolden. So 2 team fouls in the third quarter on Cape Fear. And re-entering the game, Jayla Henderson. Holmgren will sit down, take a break.
Got 3 former North Carolina high school athletes in a Super Bowl this year. Javon Hargrave at San Francisco 49ers, played at North Rowan High School in Spencer. And a 3 by Patterson gets the crowd electrified as the Jaguars cut the 15-point lead to 12.
Got to keep doing that, rinse and repeat. Keep fighting, keep scrapping, keep denying the Sea Devils on the offensive side of the ball.
And the Jack Britt High School Joshua Williams on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think the referee's got your no blood, no foul mandate right there. As Sims was fouled, but no call. Just kidding.
Bolden with the foul.
And also mentioning players with a North Carolina tie to the Super Bowl. Noah Gray, the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, played for the Duke Blue Devils under Coach David Cutcliffe, and he will be in the Super Bowl as the backup to Travis Kelce.
51-39, Cape Fear Sea Devils lead the Jaguars. 4:31 left, third quarter.
He was the heart of your family, and he taught you our history. He helped you fix your first flat. He was the best backyard DJ around, and every time he'd tell a story, he'd own the room. But now more than ever, he may feel alone. Today, older adults and their loved ones are struggling to connect, in a time when connection has never been more important. But there is something we can do. Embrace our older loved ones through StoryCorps Connect. With StoryCorps Connect, you can honor seniors remotely with an interview about their life. Every interview will be archived at the Library of Congress, becoming part of American history, so that years from now, future generations can live.
The moment to shine for the Sea Devils and the Jaguars, 51-39. Sea Devils have led by as many as 18 in the second half. Lead by 12 with an 8-2 run for the Jaguars through the first 5:30 here in the third quarter.
On the shot clock. Let's see if they can get it inside to Maya Smith.
Step back 2, and it's good for Z Thagard.
And Patterson took a shot in the mouth from Henderson, trying to battle through a screen and some defense. But now the Jaguars that have walked it down to 10, can they get it further down?
Jaguars on a 10-2 run and forcing a turnover. 3:54 left.
Tell you what, Petey, imagine if this gym sounded like this from the very beginning.
Every game, not just today's game, every game.
I mean, it would make a difference, I think, exponentially. See, listen to this. They're getting loud and getting rowdy. I mean, I love this atmosphere. I love it when this place is rocking because it really motivates the players. 6-man is a real thing. 6-man, 6 women, whatever you want to call it.
Nice pass from White to Randolph. Patterson looking inside. We'll pull it back out. 12 on the shot clock. Step back, 15-footer off the mark, and fighting and coming out with it is Sims. Chisholm comes across the timeline. There's the Bolden.
Oh,
Jaguars with the ball.
And I'll tell you what led to that right there, Petey, at first was Nalia White getting her hand on the basketball as soon as Sims tried to go up. She made Sims have to regather the basketball, and that allowed the other Jaguars to come over and help her out. And that's a turnover, and now a chance again for the Jags to get it inside of 10.
3:08 left, third quarter.
Easy foul call on Grissom. Easy
51-41.
And one more foul here, and the Jaguars will be at the line shooting.
Crossing the 3-minute mark here, Jaguars looking to get within single digits. Patterson drives and swallowed the whistle. Smith goes up, loose ball, and the Jaguars turn it over. And White with the foul.
Yeah, two officials looked at each other to see who was going to be on.
I have a feeling that one wanted to tee up. If she would, if Nalia White would have did anything, any gesture, that official on the far side would have teed her up.
Yeah, they definitely were looking her way, that's for certain.
Thager with a reach.
Still an important defensive set for the Jaguars. I mean, they've pretty much slammed the door on Cape Fear for quite some time. They're playing bigger, they're playing more confident. Look how tied up Maylani Patterson is. That should be an
I tell you,
offensive
straight
foul.
to the hole. Bucket is good.
Wow.
Looked like, from my point of view, that Bolden dropped her shoulders, but I tell you, Thager wasn't set in no defensive stance to stop that.
No, she wasn't, but at the same time, just like you said, PD, she definitely lowered the shoulder and initiated the contact. That should have been an offensive foul.
53-41, 12 points, looking for the 13-point lead as Bolden sinks the old-fashioned three-point play.
How will the Jaguars respond?
2:26 left. White dribbles right off her leg out of bounds. Jaguars turnover. Number 24 for today.
Whew. The number's way too high.
Kayla Bell checking in. She'll check in for White.
I mean, in a game with 24 turnovers in it,
and
you're down by 13, that goes to show you that you are basically beating yourself right now.
2:12 left. Looking inside to Holmgren. Body of Smith down, puts it up and under, and Patterson with the rebound. Patterson splits the defenders, loses the ball, stays with it. Smith right there to clean it up and draws the foul as Smith will to the charity stripe.
Grissom knocked her upside the head as she was going back up for the putback. And Maya Smith, who's already over double-digit rebounds in this game, looking to add points 5 and 6 at this trip to the charity stripe.
As the gym got quiet as she put up the shot. (54-42), and that's where we'll stay.
Sims with another rebound. Maya Smith has only taken 3 shots this afternoon. That's it. Got to do a better job of fighting her down low.
Little is fouled. She'll shoot.
And Nalia White with 2 fouls in this third quarter. That time she was trying to get her hand on the basketball, but instead put a little too much hand on the body of Kari Little.
Makes the first free throw for Little.
Love to hear the gym get super loud right now. Just start cheering as loud as they can to make her miss this free throw. They're opting for the
falls out as Smith pulls down the rebound for the Jaguars, trailing by 13, 55-42. White baseline up and under is missed. Smith with a rebound, and it doesn't fall for Smith. Little with 1:23 left, third quarter. Great defense by the Jaguars, fallen and Thagard with the foul.
Thagard with the foul, and hopefully Little is okay. She hit the floor pretty hard. Jaguars at 17 fouls, and the Sea Devils at 5.
For the game. Typically a game like this, Craig, with the Sea Devils only 6 players, you would expect more fouls by being gasped for air.
They've just executed a lot better, and it's a testament to Coach Taylor Todd Williams to be able to rotate. I mean, they've been playing with 6 players for a while, and I mean, again, Pete, 14-1 in Region 10. I mean, and they just lost that first game. I mean, they've been dominant. They've been the gold standard Region 10 women's basketball.
They lost 84-76 at Lewisburg.
And on the road, no less. You lose by 8 on the road. I mean, obviously the goal is to win, and everybody wants to win, and you don't want to hear any excuses. But if you're going to lose, at least you lost away from your own gym.
They're 8-0 at home, 7-1 on the road, 1-0 on a neutral court. As Sims pulls it back out as 3 Jaguars collapse on defense. Bolden drives, kicks it, top of the key. 51 seconds left. Bolden for the left wing, 3, count it.
And you know what I see too, PD, when I'm watching the Sea Devils? They don't just settle and drop back to the three-point line to start chucking up three-pointers, right? What I've seen is, you know, Bolden was out there wide open before, walked it back in, and only took it when she was absolutely wide open.
Patterson forces up a shot, could not connect with it. 1 second separate the game and the shot clock.
Essentially, they can just run this thing all the way out.
Nice pass, but Sims on that right block. It's back to a 20-point lead.
Sims is up to 20 points herself with the double-double.
7 on the clock, Jaguars. Lose the ball, Sims looking. The clock will expire, 62-42, an end of 3. The Sea Devils lead and look to move on to 15-1 in Region 10 play, but 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
All right, Grandpa, what's one piece of advice you have for me?
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse.
Sea Devils open up in the fourth quarter with a 20-point lead, 62-42 from Selma. 10 minutes remain until the Sea Devils improve to 15-1 in Region 10 play and 17-1 overall, Craig.
Goodness gracious. I mean, what a storm here. You know, hate to keep using that word, but, I mean, it's been a storm of epic proportions by Cape Fear. They won a heck of a run here in the third quarter.
Kayla Bell whips it out to Randolph, and she wanted to take that 3, but great defense by Bolden. Patterson drives, kicks it to Smith. 1-2 punch, does not punch it through, but rebound and an offensive board, and that's back to an 18-point lead.
The fact that it got that high up to 19 just goes to show you that the Jaguars went really, really cold in the third quarter after working their way back into this game. Just too many empty possessions.
Baby hook by Henderson was off the mark, but I can tell you, I love the ball movement by Cape Fear. Moving without the ball is something the Jaguars tend to struggle this season, is moving without the ball.
And honestly, Petey, they struggle moving with the basketball sometimes. I mean, I've seen...
Chisholm for three!
How many times have we seen them lose the basketball just dribbling it, trying to take on a defender, just dribbling the basketball? You know, dribbling off their foot, dribbling off their leg. Just cleanly, you know, transporting with the ball in your hand has been a struggle today. And that's why it's led to 25 turnovers. And counting.
Biggest lead at the 9-minute mark, 21, and we stand 65-44. Patterson tries to answer back, too short. Maya Smith with the rebound off of Smith.
It's 26 turnovers for JCC.
(65-44). Fourth quarter. Long three. Holmgren coming up short. She was on the baseline as the ball fell to her. That's Little.
Wonder what Coach C's got going on through her mind right now, seeing that her team is fallen down by 21 in the final stanza. Hard screen by Melanie Patterson. And now Zanaya Thager down and in a little bit of pain, shaken up just a little bit. She's all right, thank goodness. And she'll be all right, but a foul was called and Nalia White will come into the game. But remember, they worked pretty hard, Petey, to get this thing down 51-41. And ever since then, a 14-3 run by Cape Fear.
Kayla Bell on the baseline, and she got away with the travel as she stepped right through Little. Little takes it to the hole, kicks it. Three, and we got an offensive foul. And on the foul, as she went to release it and pass, she plowed right through the wall of a Jaguar.
And Nalia's feeling it over there. Took a hard shot to the back of the head. Referees were watching her, as well as they were watching Little to see if there was anything extracurricular, whether injury related or just technical foul related.
65-44. Bell holds, looking for help. Patterson kicks it, left wing. Randolph shaking and baking on Bolden. Baseline shots blocked by Holmgren. They push it ahead to Little. Little's reverse layup as she hits the floor. (65-44), 7:43 left. Maya Smith exits as Thompson checks in. Little makes the first. The first bucket in a minute and 15 for either team. 23-point lead, biggest for today. Nice take by White. It's too hard. Overshoots the rim. 67-44. Sims straight to the hole, kiss off the glass, and that's a kiss goodnight right there, Craig.
I mean, you know, Sims up to 22 points on the game, got her double-double as well. No answers for Sierra Sims all game long, and she's been the catalyst and the straw that stirred the drink today for Cape Fear.
She stirred that pistachio latte that I picked up in Durham on the way here. I had to pick one up on the way home, and Bolden the icing on the cake, and it's good. 71-44, threatening with a 30-point lead.
Yeah, it's totally come off the seams here. I mean, remember, PD, like I said, we were talking about a 51-41 game in the third quarter. A 51-41 game.
Believe this game could be academic right now.
It's a 20-3 run by the Sea Devils right now. Could be 21 here if Bolden knocks down this free throw.
Pop, pop. Snap, crackle, pop in the popcorn. 72-44. Patterson
Another
dribbles
turnover.
right into a turnover. Bolden, nice pass. And she hits the floor, but she converts. And she'll head to look to make it a 31-point lead. I tell you, it was a great pass to lead her 74-44.
And referee's checking also on Bolden to make sure she's okay. And it was a great pass. It started with a turnover, and that's been the problem. As soon as the Jaguars turn the ball over, Cape Fear's off to the races.
75-44, 6:31 left. We're going to take it with them.
By the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Pre-diabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Just 3 words, sweetheart. Live with courage.
The man that had the best stories still has plenty of stories to tell. So connect virtually and share the conversation of a lifetime at StoryCorreConnect.org/AARP. Connect, honor, share. StoryCorps Connect. A message from AARP, StoryCorps, and the Ad Council.
Tuesday, December 12th, the Jaguars travel to Wilmington, drop the road game 75-49 against the Cape Fear Sea Devils. Today, they catch herself trailing by 31 with 6:30 to go. 75-44. Craig, not a bad Super Bowl Sunday for basketball, just if the Jaguars can show up and play.
Both teams today have struggled offensively. They've had way too many empty lulls where nothing was happening, too much dribbling, too many turnovers. And each game, we saw it earlier on with Davidson Davey, they just came out and steamrolled the Jaguar men. And in this game here, again, it was 51-41 in the third quarter. A 24-3 run by the Sea Devils had pretty much put this game underwater.
Jaguars. Right now, Craig, at this point in the game, it's a 31-point lead. Well, this doubled you up. I just don't want to see nobody get hurt.
Correct. So
a lot of bodies flying out there, a lot of frustration for the Jaguars. They've been within striking distance, not able to capitalize when they get within single digits. And on the defensive end, they're beat well in advance, and they're just basically going up and trying to stop the shot, and it's not happening, and bodies are flying, and somebody's going to get hurt as they trail 77-44.
We'll see if they slow the pace down here, maybe dribble some more. But, both teams, PD, they don't have big numbers on the bench. Blocking foul called. And that one will go against Henderson. But neither team has a deep enough bench to rotate reserves into the game. Their starters are forced to have to play right now. And that's a great point by you to bring that up, that you don't want to see anybody get injured. As speaking of, Zanaya Thagard has her hand and thumb wrapped up coming back into the game. And they have to go ahead and travel to play Richard Bland on Thursday, PD, in a rematch.
And they lost here at home against Richard Bland when they should have had it at victory. Holmgren. 77-44, 33-point lead.
That's going to be foul number 4 on Nalia White.
So Sims shoot 2 and misses the first.
Sounds like our PA guy was projecting the first free throw to be missed as he played the fail sound bite before she even took the shot. Oh for 2.
Both free throws. But fighting for the rebound and getting a rebound and going up. Sims misses it again. Fighting, pulling it back out. Holmgren. 77-44.
I think you're starting to see more of a concerted effort by the Sea Devils to kind of dribble it out and wait until they have to take a shot. As that shot by Grissom went out of bounds, turnover number 20 for the Sea Devils. Couldn't tell they've turned the ball over 20 times because they're up by a large margin. And the game is slowing down now because of foul calls. This one is on Kelly Holmgren. So 3 on Kelly. And now Maya Smith going back to the line. Just a disappointing third and fourth quarter.
Maya Smith misses the free throw. 77-44. My goal is to be home before the national anthem. Can that happen?
You've got a much longer drive than I do. But thanks to the modern technology, you don't really have to miss a snap.
Little for 3, no. Sims with the rebound, and they blew the whistle. For what reason? I have no clue.
To tag Maya Smith with her second foul of the game. Yeah, referees, I think they're trying to keep control of the contest because they see the scoreboards getting out of hand. Maybe they've heard some things on the floor that we couldn't pick up over here at the announce table, but they're calling things a lot tighter now.
It's a 32-point deficit. Could be a whole lot more if they can make the free throws.
Facts. Sims in this quarter, 0 for 4.
Patterson looking ahead. Thagger for the dagger. Bam!
Z for 3, her first one since the second quarter. Z is 2 of 11 from long range today. Not her best game. You know, she'd like to have a few of those back. And also remember that southpaw stroke of hers could be affected by that injury to her left hand.
Defense by Kayla Bell, looking like she's going to stop them. They bringing the ball up the court. A little intimidation. Nice take to the hole by Little. 79-48.
Found her way to slide in between 2 Jaguar defenders and got it to go.
Z for another dagger, no.
So they're calling Little for the foul. Looks like she got a swipe across the face of Kayla Bell. Yeah, Bell checking her nickels and dimes to see if she's still got all her chiclets.
She makes the first. Makes the second.
Give credit to this Jaguars fans to keep cheering and being loud.
29-point lead. Cross-court pass to Holmgren. Holmgren, baseline. Cut off, drops it into Sims. Fighting, loose bodies, no whistle. Sims turns it over to Smith. Ahead, and another turnover.
Just a little too much mustard on that pass. It was the equivalent of maybe a deep out route to the wide receiver, Elena Randolph, but the pass just a little too much on it. She couldn't come down with it. Be 3rd down and 10 coming back.
$79.50. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. 7. Nice pass inside to Sims. Sims double teamed. And coming out with it is Patterson. And we got a foul by Holmgren.
That's 4 on Holmgren. Great defense by Melanie Patterson to force the steal. Still fighting hard, still playing hard, even though this game is not in doubt. So 2 free throws coming up as the Sea Devils are over the limit, but Petey will be back right here next Sunday. The Lady Jags will be right back here at home to take on Brunswick Community College at 2 o'clock.
We'll have it right here on Jaguar Sports Network. Another doubleheader. And then that will be our last doubleheader of the season. 79-51, 4th quarter, Jaguars trail. Holmgren straight to the hole, no whistle. Nice take.
Yeah, this Thursday, both men and women will be on the road.
Long 3, and it rattles home for Little.
Tell you what, they have not taken a lot of threes, but they've been pretty effective when they have decided to shoot from long range. They were 2 of 5 in the first half. And here in the second half, PD, they've only taken 4 threes. They've taken 5 threes and made 3 of those.
$82-51, 2:26 left. Like Craig said, the Jaguars hit the road Thursday against Richard Bland, and we'll see what Coach Z has to say, taking the game plan from today's action against the top of the board at Cape Fear Sea Devils as they hit the road to South Carolina to take on Richard Bland.
The umpteenth rebound for Sierra Sims.
Kayla Bell misses a shot. Had a nice look, but a putback, and Patterson. Bell steps in a deep 2. I hear slapping, but no whistles. $82-51.
Jaguars up to 30 turnovers, Petey. 30.
$17 on the shot clock. Here come the Sea Devils. Miss an easy bunny is Henderson, correction. Randolph to Thagard. Thagard looking for a cutting Bell. Lobs it over to Bell. Bell's pass out with 1:27 left. Fighting for the ball, no whistle, and a jump ball. And Randolph is tied up with Jayla Henderson.
Just trying to take a look at the body language of the Jaguars. They look a little tired, perhaps a little frustrated. You know, watching the body language of Elena right there, I think a little disappointed. I mean, they had their opportunities. Again, this was a 51-41 game in the third quarter. Ever since then.
Down low to Sims, and Sims, all the way underneath the basket, was able to throw one up with enough English to make it 84-51.
24 points for Sierra Sims. Dominant performance today by the big down low for the Sea Devils.
Inside of a minute. 50 seconds left. 13 on the shot clock. Kayla Bell drives, blocked. Staying right with it, 6 on the shot clock. Bell puts up a 15-footer, no, and coming down with it is Little. It's gonna be a turnover, Sea Devils, Jaguars.
Bell.
Off the Jaguars, Sea Devils ball.
And Bell is 0 of 6 from the field, TD. Just had the 2 free throws, that's it. 0 of 5 here in the fourth.
Sea Devils are improved to 17-1, 6 and 15-1 in conference play. So Jaguars will fall to 3-9 at home, 8-15 overall, 7-14 in conference play.
And Patterson picking up the 3rd foul on that last exchange.
2 wins and 2 losses in the last 4. They lost to Richard Bland back on the 28th of January, 92-70. Will be the host team on Thursday.
And just like you said, the Jags had won 2 straight ever since losing to Richard Bland, but then today just didn't have what they needed to do, didn't have what they needed today to get this win against Cape Fear and have an upset. Randolph floater is good.
And the Jaguars, that will take us to the end, 86-53. 5 seconds left, Jaguars. Randolph will put up a long 3, and it doesn't fall. We're going to get a quick word for Coach Z. And the final closing remarks after a word from our sponsors.
Planning your next sporting event? Sit back and relax. Event Management has got you covered. Whether a charity call, fundraiser, a preseason showcase, or a regular season game day operation, let Sit Back and Relax handle the details. Single game, tournament, and full season event planning and logistics services available. No matter how big or small, SBR has you covered. Just sit back and relax while the professionals at Sit Back and Relax take care of the rest. Visit SBRNC.com or call 919-264-8418 to get started.
Jaguars fell at home 86-53 against the Sea Devils from Cape Fear Community College. PD Norris, Craig Green. Craig is standing by with Coach Z from the Jaguars.
All right, I got Coach Z with me post-game. Coach Z, in the 3rd quarter, it was a 10-point game. Y'all walked it down to 10. But then a big run kind of put things a little lopsided. What happened in that 3rd quarter?
We just lost momentum. Plain and simple, we lost momentum. Sometimes when we make mistakes, we overwhelm ourselves, and I'm still trying to teach them that emotion does not win games. So that's pretty much it.
Now you got to come back on Thursday, rematch with Richard Bland at their place, and talking about the emotion and trying to compartmentalize that. What you guys got to do to get a win on Thursday before you'll come back here next Sunday?
If we play defense like we did to get the game down to 10 or 11, the whole entire game, Richard Bland should be an interesting game. Should be interesting.
Last question, got a Super Bowl prediction for us?
I'm definitely going with Mahomes and Taylor Swift. Actually, I'm going with Usher because it's the Usher concert. That's what it is.
Hey, Coach C, thank you so much. We'll see you next week on Sunday. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you heard it from Coach Z. She's rolling with the Chiefs. Next Thursday against Richard Bland. We'll see if the Jaguars can get that bad taste out of their mouth and get in the W column. PD, back to you.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. Jaguars fall 86-53 in the first game. The Jaguars were defeated against Davison-Davie in the first of the doubleheader. 114-54, the Lady Jaguars fell 86-53. Craig, Jaguars need to step up the action going into the playoffs.
They sure do. I mean, if they want to have any kind of success in any kind of postseason, any kind of aspirations to hold up trophies, or hell, just to win a basketball game in front of you, you've got to clean up the mistakes and you've got to clean up the issues that have plagued you. And those issues right now, PD, have been defense and poor shooting. Also protecting the basketball. Those are things that I want to see the Jags work on. If they go into Richard Bland on Thursday and they play this kind of game, you may see the same kind of disappointing result.
All right, Craig, I want to thank you for tuning in, coming by with me tonight and sitting here on Super Bowl Sunday. Until next Sunday, I want to thank you, the fans, for tuning in to today's action as the Jaguars fall into doubleheader, 114-54 and 86-53. On behalf of Jaguar Sports Network and High Level Media, good night, God bless, and go 49ers.